in keeping our community safe. So while you're watching the match, keep an eye out for suspicious activity. Together, we can protect our community. If you see something, say something and let us know.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. For the safety of the players and all attendees, the Anguilla Football League requests that you refrain from standing at the rails or running in the walkways. We also remind you that spectators are not allowed to go onto the field or interrupt play in any manner. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your two teams for today's match. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your two teams for this match.
Welcome back to live coverage of the Anguilla Football Male Senior League right here at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium. And our featured match this evening, final match of our doubleheader, will see the Uprising. They're playing in the grey and black, doing battle against the Enforcers, the blue and white. And both teams are out there. This match will be officiated by Mr. Trevor Rose. He's assisted by Corwin, and we've got John out there as well, and Carissa Barry. You see the two captain in Ashan Hodge and Sylvanus. The toss has been taken, and it appears as if the police there will be kicking from north to south on this beautiful evening. Yes, as we continue in the first match we brought you, the Docks United, they came away victorious with a score of 4-0. All 4 goals coming in the second half. At halftime, that scoreline was 0-0, but they have gotten the better of the Spartans by 4 goals in the second half. The Uprising, they're coming off of a 4-1 defeat from the Kicks United. Yeah, so they're coming off of a loss 4-1 last week, Friday. Kicks United would have given them a thrashing 4-1, and so they'll be looking to get back on winning ways here this evening. At the moment, they are on 6 points from the allotment of matches. The Enforcers, they looking to rebound and to recover from their 2-0 loss by the Diamonds, and both teams are all set and ready to go. Your commentator this evening is Tony. And thank you for viewing AI Live for live football coverage right here in Rainbow City, Anguilla. modest crowd in to witness this encounter here this evening, and it's good to have some way to go on a Friday evening, and they're taking some football as well. And it's going to be the Uprising FC who takes the kick. Here is Matthew, and Jarvis just a little slow there, and challenge quickly there by Sylvanus, and the police, they are in with the throw. His Burton loses out there to the player there in. Here is Rene. Jarvis gets around Mason, but ran out of space, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in there to the enforcers. Here is Sylvanus picking up the throw, and it's been challenged there by Ashan Hodge, and she's certainly, that's going to be, I would want to almost thought that would have been infringement. Yes. Yes. Yes, so here is the throw taken, and it's going to be a corner kick. The ball headed away there for a corner kick. So it's first corner of the match going to the enforcers. It's 0-0, just early days yet into this first half of our featured match here for this evening. Here we going to see the corner is going to be taken by Sylvanus, the number 9, who's captaining in the absence of Sean Isaac. Here's a shot coming in, but blocked there. Here is a cross coming through, but cleared there by Ashan Hodge. Only as far as number 3 defender there for. Here is Matthew. Here is Sylvanus trying to dribble around the player there, but losing his footing just a little bit, but he's still in control. Sylvanus, he looks up and chips inside, and this could been dangerous, but the defense there for the Uprising was able to impede the progress of Burton, who was rushing onto it, and it's going to be a goal kick. I'm not sure. Sylvanus was going to the corner flag for a corner kick, but referee Rouse says goal kick. Goal kick taken, heads going up. Here is Rennie, loses out there to here is Duke, and a good cross there, but the goalkeeper should, well, here is Uprising coming away with it. But recovering nicely is the enforcers. Tyreek Burke all the way back to Denzel in the goal. We're into the 4th minute of play. We're just saying let's bring them out a little bit. And here is Mason. Here is Uprising. Nice through pass. This could be dangerous, but pushed further wide. Here is Uprising. Number 7, Jarvis, looks up, finds the boot. Good pass. Here is Macho. Cross coming in. Heads going up, though. Ball falls to Mason. He controls, looks up, trying to find Sylvanus. But here is Burton, the fleet-footed Burton. Here is Burton. He looks up. Oh, but gives it away. Gives it away. Here is Mason. Turns. Number 18 finds the player there who tries to just chip it over the defense, but equal to the task was the defender there, and that's not an infringement there. The referee is allowing play to continue, so here is Uprising. Jarvis Jones been bundled it off the ball a bit. Here is Rennie. Rennie, nice through pass there too. Trying to find the running striker there, but only as far as the boot of the enforcers. Here is enforcers. Nice work there by Jarvis Jones, and it's going to be an infringement there. And where is this going to go? Referee Rouse, what's the direction? It seems as though it's going to be the Uprising spot free kick. You see Sylvanus trying to give instructions and directions, just standing up alongside the ball. There, he'll definitely need to move. And finally cleared there by Mason. 6 minutes of play. We're into the 6th minute of play. And so thrown to the Uprising. You see throw taken quickly, headed away there by the defender, and it's going to be a corner kick, first corner kick for Uprising. Corner kick coming up, controlled there by the defender there for Police and booted up by Mason, only as far as the boot of Jarvis. And then here was Sylvanus trying to make a break, but touched it too far forward. Here is Police. And an infringement there on the part of the enforcers again. Free kick taken quickly, but I'm not finding the player, and it's not going to control that one. There is the number, is that number 17 there for Uprising. Not a good pass again there by Burton. I'm not finding the players that he's searching for. And that's another infringement on Mason again. This is Matthew trying to find the player over there on the far left side. Does so, and he has run that one into touch for a throw-in there to the enforcers. We're into the 9th minute of play. It's still 0-0 in the early portion of this nightcap encounter here between the enforcers and the Uprising FC. Both teams are coming off of losses in their previous matches and will be looking forward to at least see if they can take full advantage here in getting all 3 points. Here is Burton trying to dribble past the defender there, but not getting around the defender when he's cleared, but only as far as the enforcers. Here is that Sylvanus. Here is Sylvanus. He's going to be offside for sure. Yes. Free kick taken. Here's the Uprising. They're trying to build from the back, but given away there. Cleared for a throw in there to the enforcers. There's another throw in again as they try to force their way to out of their defensive area. So we're into the 11th minute of play, still 0-0 here at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium, and that's a dangerous play there by Sylvanus. And he is there attempting a bicycle kick, and the defender there in Matthew is trying to put his head to the ball, and luckily all ends all well that ends well, and Matthew is ready to roll again. You see the kick taken, controlled nicely there by number 24, and referee says play on, advantage. Here is Matthew. Chips the ball over, but only to find the head of Masimba Boyne, headed to number 23 Mason. Mason trying to find the number 18 player there. That's not an infringement. Well, certainly that should have been a foul there, but I'm not too sure what referee Rose saw there just a while ago. And but player there in certainly upended there, and referee Rose saw differently, but this time has blown for an infringement there on the part of the enforcers, and so it's a free kick just about in the center circle there of the field. You see free kick taken quickly there by Ash Hodge, but not getting Ashan, that is. Duke trying to... Okay, here is Duke. Boots the ball upfield, trying to find the speedy Barton. This could be serious, but it's going to... well, referee Rose, bodies going, flowing here and there. And Rose is saying, play on. But it's certainly would love to see a replay from that angle to see exactly. What happened? You're not missing any football. Two players have been given some treatment there after a bit of a collision there from the enforcer striker trying to lash onto a loose ball there, and see some instruction been given there by the coach Mr. Collins giving some instructions as to how he would like to see his players push themselves to at least gain 3 points out of this game here this evening. Let's see. It's quite... so Burton is up, but some treatment is still given to the player there in the box. And so we are some 15 minutes and counting. It's quite a lengthy one as well. So while we wait for play to resume, I can tell you the Enforcers team sees Andros Bowens, the number 14 player, Alwanton Brown, the number 18, Laford Brown, the goalkeeper, Sean Brown, number 16, number 3, Tony Carey, number 19, St. Teval Duke, number 9, Sylvanus James, number 23, Hassan Mason, and the final player in the 11 is number 17, Roland Shianti. The Uprising lineup sees number 17, Matthew Brown, number 5, Adrian Carty, number 8, Davin Fleming, number 3, Ashan Hodge, number 27, Shavoy Gums, number 24, Sanjay Harrigan, number 7, Jarvis Jones, number 20, Antoine Laurent, number 16, Shaquem Lewis, number 30, Rakard Thomas, and number 10, Rennie Thomas. That's your lineup for the Uprising starting this evening. As we can see, the physio is off the field. The players for both teams are somewhat in a huddle as we look to resume this first half encounter here. We're 18 minutes in. It's still it's still 0-0, as we have just started this match. We saw the earlier game, which started at 6 o'clock, saw the Ducks United playing the Spartans and coming away 4-0. The goalkeeper for the Uprising, he is the one who was given the some treatment, and it appears as if is he going to continue? He has come to the bench area and looking to see whether or not he's going to he is heading back to the dressing room. And so it's been quite a lengthy hold up here in play. Certainly show some 5-6 minutes has elapsed. And the goalkeeper has gone to the dressing room. I don't know if it's to get something, to get some gear or what have you, but that has held the play up some what, and so you're not missing any football. But games continues tomorrow. You'll see the Western Predators. They will be doing battle against the Limers. And then on Sunday, you will see the Roaring Lions, the defending champions, doing battle against the Salsa Ballers. If you're looking for some place to go over the course of the weekend, you can certainly head on down to the Raymond E. Guichard Stadium and check out the football that's been offered for you. Quite a number of folks in here this evening. And I'm seeing so Burton, one of the players who was given some treatment, he too is on the bench. It appears as though the goalkeeper is finished for today as well, because someone else has been asked to go into the goal for the Uprising. And so quite unfortunate. Both players have been substituted. So number 18 has replaced number 30. And we're seeing the enforcers as well. They are going to make a change as well. So whether or not it's the medical protocol for concussion or what have you, but both players have been substituted and been replaced. So the game continues. Yeah, it appears as though that looks like here is the enforcers coming away with it again. Ball is chipped over there to Abbott. Here is Abbott. And loses out there. Taken away by Ashan Hodge. Passes square. And here is the Uprising. They are mounting an attack. Nice through pass there. Here is a player getting around Masimba Boyne. What is he going to do? He looks up, fakes a shot. But here is the ball pass square back to Jarvis Jones, who have a shot at goal, and Denzel laughs in the goal, collects, tosses out to Abbott, who finds, here is Mason trying to find Brown, but here comes Brown, Matthew Brown. Nice chip over there. Rennie not being able to get around the tall figure there of Tyreek Book, but has gotten a corner for his troubles. Yes. So number 24 replaces Burton, the number 4 player, and quite unfortunate there for both teams, really losing their goalkeeper and their striker, respectively. So poor corner kick taken, and it's going to be a goal kick there to the enforcers. Here is Brown. Giving it away there to the speedy Sylvanus. Here is Sylvanus. He's been chased there by Matthew Brown. He's been chased there by nice cross there, but and here is a shot and goal, but that's not going to trouble the keeper at all. It's a good run up the wing there by Sylvanus. He's squared it across, but then the players weren't really in the required position. There was no one in the center there in the striking position. The ball ended going up way wide for a shot and goal, but and free kick there, a goal kick there to the enforcers. Here is enforcers. Here is enforcers. Ball being cleared into touch for a goal, a throw in. So no team has really grabbed the initiative so far in this match. It's pretty much even Steven on both ends. That was Mason trying to go up the line, but running out of playing space. Throw taken quickly there by Brown. Only as far as ahead of the defense there for the enforcers. Here is James trying to find the player who just replaced Burton, but not being able to do so. Here is the Uprising trying to mount an attack. Cut out there by the enforcers. The ball is with Burke. He knocks back to Boyne, who almost found himself in trouble. Here is number 24. Passes to Center Valduc, who was trying to find Brown, but loses out there. Here is Rene. Here is Thomas, trying to thread the needle, but here's Lawful Brown. Is going to come and collect. And here is Brown booting the ball upfield, but way into touch for it, throw in there to the Uprising. Throw taken quickly by Matthew. And there is some awards they have been given there from referee Rouse. And so the throw is being retaken. Here is Jones. Find Brown. Brown looks up. Chips over and find Rennie Thomas, who dribbles past one, but loses out there to Center Valduc. Duke finds it's that Sylvanus, but Sylvanus loses it there to the defense, and winning it back there is the player there for Police. Squares into Sylvanus, and a shot and goal, but no trouble there to the goalkeeper there for the Uprising. Makeshift goalkeeper, if you can ask that. So, still 0-0, and we are into the 29th minute of play after what was a long stoppage. And so on this show, we'll probably get about maybe 5 to 8 minutes or so. But here is the Uprising. Nice change in play. Number 24. He picks up, looks up, trying to find Rennie, but to the back of him. And here is Duke, number 19, Center Valduc. Nice turn there by the player on the wing there for Police. He's been challenged though. He cuts inside to Sylvanus. Sylvanus trying to thread the needle there for Abbott. But the flag is gone up and it's going to be an offside. So the games are coming thick and fast between here. Here is Buck finding Duke. Duke cuts back, loses out, but Simba cleans up from the back, controlled by Mason. Mason knocks it to Brown, number 18, and here is a true pass that's dealt with very easily there by the defender. And it's going to be a throw-in to the enforcers now. Throw-in to enforcers. Sorry, Uprising. Just taking their time. Yeah, it's a nice true pass. This could be dangerous. And it's a goal, finally, in the back of the net. Goal there to the Uprising. It was a well-worked pass there by the player there of the Uprising, running through. That was the player there over there on the far right side, and it squared back nicely. There was no one in the defense there for the enforcers, and it was an easy tap in there for goal number 1 coming in the 31st minute of play. So it's 1-0. First blood being drawn by the Uprising. And like I mentioned, they came off last week with a real beating from the Kicks United, going down some 4-0. And I'm sure they're looking to build, and they're going to be looking to build here and to take advantage of that 1-goal lead. It's an infringement there on the part of the player there. And it's a free kick. Just about 9 yards or so from the 18 yards box. Yeah. So it's Rainey, the number 10 midfield player, to take this free kick. And power, but it kept on rising, raised way past the bar and over into the road for a goal kick. Here you see it kicking quickly, headed away there by Jones. But here is Brown. He's been chased there by Ash, cuts back. Still Brown, but blocked there. And it's a throw-in to the enforcers. And they'll certainly look to try and see if they can pull this goal back quickly and go into halftime all squared. You see Cho taking quickly. Here is Sylvanus. And the cross coming through, but the goalkeeper coming and punching away. And here is the enforcers. Here is the enforcers. Book. And a shot and goal, but no damage to the goalkeeper there. Here is Hodge. Looks up, trying to find the Russian player there, but cut out there by Buck. Here is Buck. Dribbles past one. The ball is with centre ball Duke. Simba Boynes boosts the ball upfield. Abbott not able to get onto that one. Brown in the process is fouled. And it's a free kick there to the Uprising. Appears as though it's going to be taken by Ashan Hodge. You see Chip coming over, but headed away. Here is the enforcers. But there, not a good pass there by Mason. Here is Mason finding Brown, but Brown is ball is robbed away there by Matthew Brown, number 17. There is Uprising, knocking it from the back. Here is Jones finding Rennie, but robbed there. Here is Jones again, number 24. He has acres of space, but he's been chilled swiftly, and he's been bumped off the ball. I think he just waited. He was trying to see if he can, might have been able to draw a foul, but should have been traveling that with that one swiftly into the box, allowing the defenders to come back and really take it away from him. Here is the enforcers. Here is Sylvanus James. Cuts back twice, trying to find Brown, but only as far as ahead as Matthew. Jarvis Jones, they have been a little bit careless with the ball. Here is Abbott, but cut out there by the Uprising. Thomas now. He looks up and finds Jones. Jones quickly to number 24, trying to return the pass, but blocked. And here is Uprising again. Number 24 player there, trying to find the goal scorer. Simba squaring back to Lawford Brown. Lawford Brown finds Mason. Mason back to Simba. Here is Mason again. Brown seems as though he was trying to find James, but they weren't on the same page. James was looking for the ball back, and now the ball is in the hands of the goalkeeper there, who boots the ball upfield, and that one is going to run over the touchline for a throw-in. Number 3. Taking the choke quickly. Here is Sylvanus. Still trying to control. He's been hounded there by Matthew. And it's Hodge who has put that one into touch for a throw-in there to the Uprising. Uprising is 1, Enforcers 0. So taken quickly, and the players going down, tumbling in the box. The ball is with Masimba Boyne. He passes to Buck. Buck cuts inside. Trying to find a player over, but not being able to do so. Control nicely there. And that's the Uprising now trying to. Here is the player there, speedy player, but cut out there by Masimba Boyne. He passes it to Tyreek Buck. Buck pushes, finds another player. Here is Police trying to mount an attack, but stuffed out there by the defense there for the Uprising. Now the ball is all the way back with Brown, who looks right, looks left, passes it to Masimba Boyne. Here is Boyne to Sentival Duke. Deval Duke looks up and loses out here. Loses out. This could be trouble, but Denzel off his line and clearing nicely. Here is Abbott trying to find James. James looks further to the right, finds Duke. Miscontrol there, but still picking it up there. No one's challenging. Here is James turning and twisting. Can't get away from the defender there for Uprising. Here is Uprising. Thomas coming over with it. Nice to pass again. Nice to pass, but Denzel this time was able to at least stop that one with taking that one away from the unrushing striker there. Here is Enforcers. They're trying to mount an attack to get back on equal terms. They are knocking it around a little bit better now. Here is Book finding James. James looks up, chips over to the boot of the player there. Here is James again, but only as far as the boot of the Uprising player again this time. He clears, and he's going to let that ball run into touch for whatever reason, I don't know. Had acres of space to play that one. But James. It's going to be an infringement, handball there. Just dribbling a little bit too much and losing out as we head into the 41st minute of play. It's still 1-0 in favor of the Uprising. And here is the Enforcers. Ball is with Masimba, who finds Brown in goal. So knocking it away nicely, but not getting to the direction. Here is Enforcers. Jarvis Jones trying to find Rene, but loses out. Here is the Enforcers. The Enforcers. Here is the Enforcers. Here is James to Brown, and Brown allowed that one to go into touch for a goal kick there to the Uprising. See the goal kick taken quickly. Jarvis Jones finds number 24. Player there playing on the right side of midfield. Here is Jones again. Here is Jones. Pushes it to Rene. Rene tries to, number 18, trying to cut in field. Here is number 24. And the defender there clearing danger, knocking it into touch for a corner kick. And we can see Sylvanus walking back here to the touchline, looking very dejected, looking very frustrated. His team is trailing by a 1-0, And it's the corner kick to the Uprising once more as they look to build on this lead. Corner kick taken and almost giving the keeper Denzel a little bit of trouble there, but watches it nicely, sails over the bar for a goal kick. Trying to find James there, but Matthew Brown equal to the task. Here is so certainly going to be carded. Yeah. For kicking the ball away and wasting time. Really silly card to get, really, at this time. I've seen where the Uprising in their last match had one of their players sent off after similarly picking up a yellow card for just wasting time, moving the ball away, and seeing himself getting a second yellow card that brought the red. So It's which was pretty not foolish if you ask me. And here we see a card being picked up there by Matthew, a foolish card. Here is Sendeval Duke, with a big kick trying to find the strikers at the top of the box there for the enforcers, but it's the Uprising who coming away with it. Not a good pass there. The idea was good, but the direction of the pass did not match the desired. Here is police trying to mount an attack. Shot and goal blocked, and it's going to be a corner kick as we are into just waiting to see how much minutes we are going to get for stoppage. It's quite a lengthy stoppage time, so we'll see how much minutes we'll get for stoppage time. And it's 8 minutes, just as I thought. Just as I thought, 8 minutes. Here we see. Yeah, so here is enforcers. A shot coming over, and here is Brown. Blocked there by the other Brown. That's Matthew Brown, number 17 player. So this is through taken quickly. Here is clearance. Ball is with Masimba, who squares the ball. Ball touches around the unrushing defender there. Here's Duke trying to chip the ball over. Here is number 17. That's Benny Brown, but he's hounded and he's going to get a free kick for his struggles. So it is live football here from the Raymond Igishad Stadium. The time check in the Eastern Caribbean, it's 17 minutes to 10 o'clock. Wherever you are watching, wherever you're taking the game from, we hope that everything is everything. You see a player just picking Benny Brown, just picking a knock there, and he's walking to the sideline. Enforcers, they are trailing by a goal, but they've got a free kick, and it's with Sylvanus James, and he will certainly try to see if he can bring the best of the makeshift goalkeeper in goal for the Uprising. The keeper didn't had anything to do but to just watch it sail to his right for a goal kick. So not making the best opportunity of a well-placed free kick. Here is Matthew Brown finding number 24. Number 24. Here's Rennie. Here's Rennie. Here's Rennie finding number 24. He needs to cut inside. And just over hit it, but the player did well to get onto it and was able to pick it up. Here is Mason trying to get away and eventually have to clear that one out for a throw-in. So 1-0 in favor of the Uprising. And Here is Uprising losing out. Here is Mason finding, well, trying to find Sylvanus, but equal to the task was Ashan Hodge. Here is the Uprising now coming on the attack, but it's that's Masimba boy in there trying to not try actually successfully getting away from the defender there, but giving the ball away straight back to the Uprising, and has to jog all the way back to his central defensive position to pick up. And here is Uprising. Cross coming through, but partially cleared there. Here is Duke. Duke picks up, looks, cuts back, but player there in Binny not sharp, loses it out. And here is Uprising now. Squares back to Ashan Hodge. Here is Hodge. Here is Hodge. Finds Rennie. And Rennie trying something spectacular, but certainly number 24 not being able to run onto the one. We are some 2 minutes away from the end of our half here. Here is number 24 trying to find a play in between, but blocked there. Ball being squared back to Denzel, who touches further to his left, looks up and boots the ball upfield. Here is Sylvanus. Cuts back but loses out there to Hodge. It's going to be Tom, number 18, who is in an offside position. Here is Denzel booting the ball upfield and headed away over the back. There was Ashan Hodge, and it's a free kick. And we're into the final minute of this first half. Here is Duke. And that's certainly not getting the direction and the power as he would have liked, and the ball is into touch for a goal kick. Here's the ball being booted upfield. This is certainly going to be the last kick, but here is Enforcers trying to get on the score sheet, but cut out there nicely by the defender there for Uprising. And here is Uprising playing away from the back and doing so smartly. And that's the end of the first half, an eventful one as well. It's 1-0 in favor of the Uprising. And yes, good. After a lengthy break there, we've been able to get some football, and it's just 1-0 in favor of the Uprising. We look forward to joining you in about 10 to 15 minutes when we bring you the second half, the Uprising versus the Enforcers. Until then, we go to Master Control for a break.
So good night and welcome back to the Minigisha Technical Center. Back here with us in the resumption. It's 1-0. Yeah, Uprising scoring
in the 31st minute.
And enjoying a 1-0 lead over the Enforcers. And the commencement of the second half. It's as I say, welcome and good night to you, Remy.
Yes, indeed. I must say that the first half with the Enforcers and the Uprising have been very much interested, you know. It's just that the Uprising had the edge in the 31st minute and put in the Enforcers with some homework to deal with in their halftime quarter. Let's hope that they've done their homework and come back to give a very good account of the second half.
It's the Enforcers with the ball. Mason losing out there. Uprising coming away with it. Uprising in the middle of the field. Send it back. In the back, it's Uprising on the left flank of play. Fleming loses out. Ball played forward. This is a run. Sean Hodge is going to get the better of that, and that's a foul.
Ashton Hodge is not too pleased about that foul, but it is what it is. The referee blow and it's fine.
Yes, Sylvanus there. Infringing Hodge. Hodge not taking a liking to that one at all. Sylvanus with the ball. Good ball. Sending Tyreek running down the right flank and the ball goes into touch. That's going to be a goal kick. Ball going over the goal line there. Tyreek on that occasion could not get on to the end of that one. It was hit a bit heavy for Tyreek. And in the end, it's going to be a goal kick. The makeshift goalkeeper. You think he's been doing a good job so far, Minute?
Yeah, I would say so far so good. His team is ahead 1 goal.
It's the Enforcers. Hodge doing a good job there again. And now it's the Enforcers. Mason cutting it out. It's the Enforcers on the go. It's Brown chipping that one over. Oh, looking for Monix. I was unable to find him. Sylvanus begging, crying there for handball. Wanted a penalty. Not going to get it at all.
Penalties can be very expensive.
Well, you got 2 free ones tonight.
No comments.
Tyreek with the throw. Ball, that's a high boot. That's a high boot. Right in the face of the player. And that looks like Fleming that goes down, yes. Fleming goes down.
He'll get some attention from the medics. Let's hope that he'll be fine.
Boot in his face, and a yellow card is going to be awarded. He gets the yellow card now, and that is the number 17 for the Enforcers. And we are hoping that we get it right tonight. No, I am not sure how can the TD constantly bring these papers up in the board, and we continue to complain about them week after week, week in, week out, and the same thing has been happening with not two of the same numbers on the sheet, and it's a very difficult telling who's who on the field. We had this problem in the last game with James Monix Jr. and Roland Ashanti, both number 17 players.
We'll have to resend the message to the right source. Let's hope that they can rectify that, at least for tomorrow's games. But Millington, it has been a very good turnout. The crowd has been there. The first game went on between the Ducks and Spartan. A lot of fans would want to see goals in the first half, but that wasn't the case. But in the end, Ducks came out with 4 goals.
Yes, I really thought that if you won the field in the first half, you would have gotten a goal. And it wasn't to be. You're fortunate to have gotten 5 minutes.
But I must tell you, Millington,
You know, Tony was here, and Tony was saying, you know, it was Tony who was saying he's not sure whether or not you are going to get any play, because with a lesser team of the Predators, you didn't even get a second on the field.
For Millington, I've been training to play against the Lions only. You know. I really don't want to play any other team than the Lions.
And the Lions?
Yes, that's what I've been training for. So 5 minutes in any game is good enough for me. But honestly speaking, my training and the whole excitement is all about Lions. For me.
You see, I am glad that persons like you are willing to be food for the Lion.
Fine.
Well, it is a Sylvanus. Enforcers on the attack. And that has been broken down momentarily. And the ball cleared now. Given straight back to the Enforcers. Enforcers with the ball. Looking to create something here. It's not going to get much out of that. But Mace picks it up in the middle. A long ball across field. Attempted ball by Carey. And ball sliding off the boot. Davin is ready to re-enter the field. Uprising. This is Jarvis. Knocks it wide. It's Duke. Picks it up for the Enforcers. It's it wide to Tyreek.
Is there a bench for the Enforcers?
Well, I was just looking and
I'm trying my best to see if I can see anything, but I'm
I
seeing
saw
nothing at
one
all.
person sitting on the Enforcers bench. I'm only seeing a header and not even sure if that's a player. Here is an attack by the Uprising. Tackle coming in there. Uprising on the attack again. Uprising. Simba ball. This is a dangerous ball across. Into touch is going to be a corner.
Uprising again.
Well, Masimba Boyne, the central defender, getting beaten very easily there. And in the end, Enforcer survive. A very, under-strength team, the Enforcer. A new-look team, a different team when Sean is not on the park altogether.
He won't be here for a while, so they will have to get used to that.
Well,
and get their act together.
Seemed to be curtains for him for this season. From one injury to the next. Here is a corner taken. A very poor corner. And he buries his head as to say, what did I just do there? What did I do?
One of the things I noticed with pretty much all the teams, they don't take their corner kick serious. Corner kick is very important.
Every set piece
is very close to scoring a goal.
Every set piece, it's a scoring opportunity. Once you're here is Uprising again. In the fifth, and that's for the Uprising of the number 10 in the person of Rennie Thomas. Thomas making the Enforcers pay. It is 2-0 in the 54th minute of play.
I saw that goal. Would you say that was a breakdown in defense?
Again, I spoke about it previously. When Masimba Boyne was beaten, he got pulled, he got beaten, and again it happened there. And the dangerous man, Israel, coming in the middle of the field, and he made the Enforcers.
No one make that extra effort to stop him. They give him pretty much space to shoot with his left. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
No one rushed to the rescue and prevent that goal. So I would say it was poor defense from the Enforcers.
Well, the Enforcers are the ones who come to people's rescue, but they need to be rescued here tonight.
At the Raymond Igisha Stadium.
It's the ball to Jarvis. Jarvis gets it back. Look at the ball. Flagged offside.
Millington, I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm seeing more goals to come.
Well,
I don't know
we
what
are
you're
only
saying.
in the 55th minute of play.
And
I'm sure that more goals are going to be scored more than what we saw in your game.
Talking to some of the fans that follow the Enforcers, they've been very much concerned that they are not practicing. So that
there is going to be a substitution.
That could be one of their mishap. that they don't have the time to practice. That's what one person was saying to me.
There is going to be a substitution. The number 22 for the Enforcers. That is Jackson. Jackson is going to enter the field. And for whom, we are not sure. We wait to see. Ball being played wide there. It's picked up by number 24 for Uprising.
Trouble, Millington. Trouble here.
There is Bowens winning that one. Central defender there in Bowens. Winning that one very easy, clearing any danger. So, it is it Tyreek? Looks like Tyreek, who is the man that is going to be substituting.
That the first sub for the Enforcers, it looked like to me.
Well, so it's Tyreek who's going to give way to Jackson.
That's Jackson? That's not
Yes.
Jackson. That's
That
not
is-
Jackson. But did your paper say Jackson? But that's not Jackson.
That is a Jackson. It is not the Jackson that you are
You mean
accustomed to.
You mean Jackson, brother?
That is not the Jackson that you are
Okay,
accustomed
I
to.
accustomed to Jackson, the officer Jackson.
Well, that is a Jackson.
We got a lot of Jacks over here.
And there is going to be a
Millington,
substitution.
I don't want to pick you too much, but I still want you to give me some form of reaction on the first game.
Well,
What are your takes?
I was very disappointed with the Ducks United
In the first half?
in the first half. Very, very disappointed that they were rushing the game. You know, as Tony said, they were rushing the game. They started to play nicely, passing the ball, and then they wanted every ball that touched their foot to go in the back of the net.
That's exactly correct.
It is the
There was a
Enforcers
ball
with the ball.
so-
Brong swings the ball, looking for Sylvanus. Not going to get him, but it's Jackson with his first touch. Not a good one. And the ball is back with the central defender. It's Bowens with the ball, who is going to look to restart. Jackson can't control.
Mason.
Mason picks it up. Carry. Brong. Duke. Uprising, coming over with it. And here goes Fleming. Speedy Fleming. And can't outrun. That's Brooks.
We're looking at a next sub. This one would be for the Uprising.
Sylvanus with the ball. Sylvanus. Where's Sylvanus on the ground? Can you tell me that?
He's looking for the referee to have mercy on him.
Tell Sylvanus the field is too hard. That's not a good bed to be lying on at all.
He's looking for
Here
the
is
referee
Fleming.
to have mercy on him.
Oh, this is Thomas.
Trouble.
Going over with the ball. Thomas.
Trouble. I-
Thomas. Dispossess.
Corner. Two guys is down. Well, Sylvanus is down. Who else? Number 18? Number 18? Who he is?
Yes,
That's a new guy?
That's Brooks.
That's Brooks that just get in, he's down?
No, Jax is the man, number 22, who has just entered the field.
looking
The
at
number
the-
18 is Brooks. Yes, Alton Brooks.
He just get in.
You know, Alton Brooks is a
Just
starter.
went in. He just started?
He's a starter.
Because he
The
just
man
went
who
in for
just went
45.
in was the number 22. That's Jackson.
Okay, so Alton Brooks is down. Sylvanus is down, but he's okay.
He lost the ball and he fell.
It looked like Sylvanus can't function without
Without Gaza. Yes, can't function
They are
without Gaza
twins.
at all. You know, one would have expected him to step up his game, and that's what the Enforcers would have, wanted from him, that he would have been able to step up his game. Unfortunately, it's not so, and so the Enforcers are paying the consequences. So Brooks remained down.
But what I must comment on Millington, with injuries for the male senior league has been less than the women. And the
Significant, not just less, but significantly
which
less.
is
And
good
the
because-
type of injuries as well. The
Because
type of injuries.
I want to believe that the female league have more injuries and worse injuries.
Yes, and
Yeah.
what we have seen is that while when our men will pull out of tackles, our females won't, and so they have suffered a number of injuries, as we spoke about that in our last stint here.
26.
And
yeah,
Brooks is not looking good at all. He seemed to be.
Does the enforcers have a bench to subsidize?
Well, there is a bench. There is a bench in the dugout, but I'm not sure if anyone is on the bench. There's a difference. There is a
But we are
bench
talking
there.
about the enforcers. There should be a backup plan. You would be closer to law enforcement than me. There should be a backup plan.
Well, seeing that they have gone all guns blazing, and no backup at all. They have gone without any
No artillery.
extra ammunition. And so this is not looking good at all for the enforcers.
He don't look like Brooks
Thomas
will get back.
he starts with a short corner.
The referee stop. I must say that the officials for tonight has been pretty much on par. Eh? They've been pretty much doing their job.
Well, what the referee is saying in the interest of fair play, the corner should not be taken as the ball should be given back to the
Injuries,
enforcers
yeah.
because it was Bowens who put the ball out, and that was because of the injury to Brooks. So Monix Jr. with the ball gives it to Mason, loses out. Fleming picks it up to Thomas. Thomas back to Jarvis. Jarvis gives it to Sanjay, who makes a run down the right flank, and the ball being cut out there by Carey. So there's a substitution. It's the number 26. That's Ryan Richardson, who has entered the game. Shot. Oh, that could have been dangerous there. But there were no great shots. Here comes Uprising again with the ball into the air. And it goes. The corner. Was left free. And
Why you try to go
injury. He's been injured. He's down. And immediately.
Down but not out. That would have been a very nice goal if he had hit it one time. Eh?
Fleming gets back to his feet. But that should have been in the back of the net.
He's limping. He might need some attention, but we'll see what happens.
He was left unmarked, coming in at the back post, and may just have seen the empty net in front of him and was smiling and missed it altogether. Fleming again gives it to Jarvis. Jarvis again to Fleming. Here goes Fleming again. Speedy Fleming. Shot and goal wide. Wayward again.
Fleming looked very dangerous.
He's very fast. If you know him in the world of athletics, he's very fast.
He played for the national team, no? You
No,
know?
he doesn't.
Not as yet.
Davin Phillips, Fleming, very, very fast. You know, I got to know him on the athletic front. Maroon House athlete. Very fast. Won the 200 meters. Yes. Taken. Ashan.
It's good to see Ashon back in the game, man, because I know he had suffered some injuries in the past.
Ball.
Go to
Long
back.
forward. Bowen leaves it for his keeper.
Denzel.
Denzel restarts the game. Long ball forward. Here is Sylvana. Broken down. And you notice Sylvanus, you know, every time Sylvanus loses the ball, he limps. Seem to just pick up an injury every time he loses the ball. Here is Davin. Davin pulls it back and gives it to Jarvis. Jarvis. Looking, sending Sanjay running. Wasn't able to. That was Carty looking to send Sanjay running.
Trouble!
In the 67th minute of play, the enforcers has pulled one back. Silva. We may see him stand on his feet. We may see him play some better ball because the enforcers, they have pulled one back, and with much time to go, it is a 2-1.
There's always a chance that Sylvanus can make something happen for the enforcers because he's a determined player. He's a player that always wants to score in spite of the injuries he might encounter in the games. But he is a determined player, and you give him a chance, he will score. That for sure. So the enforcers have that. They have that confidence in him, so they always looking to get that ball to him. He don't have the support of Gaza anymore, but once he get that breakthrough like he did right just a few minutes ago, he will score for the enforcers.
Yes, and the enforcers will want him to, as we were saying, to step up. In the absence of their captain, he is the man that really will have to step up. And minute you know that the West Indies has started their campaign against the mighty Aziz.
This Saturday?
And West Indies has scored some 145 for 6 in their 20 overs. Here is Sylvanus again. Sylvanus. Good defending. Sanjay coming away with it for Uprising. Clary. Thomas. Ball played through. An attempted ball there for the man that was making a run. Not reaching him. Here is Sylvanus again. Giving the ball wide to Brong. Looking to get around his player. Won't get control of the ball. It's Uprising who's coming over with it on the right flank. Gives it back to Jarvis. Sanjay. Jarvis. 1 to play here. Sanjay. Sort of looking for Thomas coming in there. Thomas couldn't control it with Fleming. Fleming gives it. That's Thomas hitting that one now.
That ball was supposed to cross a long time. I mean, he hold back on that cross. It was a little too late for that.
Ball is started very quickly. Enforcers. Jackson. Well, Jackson seemed to be playing with 2 left feet. Here is Silva out. The upper of the goalkeeper.
Ball hit the bar. Hit the post.
The upright. The goalkeeper's best friend. So it's going to be a free kick. Infringement going against the enforcers. And as I was saying minute, the West Indies, they score some 145 from their 6 over, their 20 overs, so losing some 6 wickets. And for the first time, Russell has scored his main half century. Finally, has scored his main half century.
It's about time because the word been out that Russell can play
presently,
better.
Australia is in a bit of trouble because they are well ahead of the run rate. The run rate is absolutely no problem, but they are 123 for 7.
Wow. It's
So
good
they
to know
require
that.
some 23 runs from all of 6 overs, but just 3 wickets in hand.
But the West Indies women are doing very well. I'm not sure if they had win their game today.
The West Indies
They had
women,
100
they were chasing
121 runs to make.
121 for victory.
Did they make it?
Well,
I'm not sure. I didn't finish watch that game.
it's a female team. They're playing, well, a Pakistan team that really doesn't look their self.
And England is playing India somewhere.
Well,
that
India,
I
England
didn't
is just outplaying India altogether in the series. They really outplayed India in most of their games that we've seen so far. The West Indies winning today by some 8 wickets. The West Indies women, as we watch the enforcers coming away, but they're going to lose the ball. No, Sylvanus picks it up. He has 2 defenders to contend with.
Yep.
Mace is in the middle. Sylvanus want to go it on his own, and no call. He went down. His shot was pulled. He went down very softly, however.
Too soft.
And the referee said, he looked over, he said, oh, John. John didn't want to flag it, but this is trouble as Fleming on the attack has Bowens for company, who takes it away. Bowens making a run down the right flank. Gives it to Mason. Mason with the ball. Looks up. Looking for Sylvanus. Will not find Sylvanus. The ball is with Masimba Bowen again. It's with Richardson. Richardson gives it to Jarvis. Sanjay. Jarvis.
Good ball. Good ball. Careful.
Duke.
Tough cookie. This is a tough cookie. Matthew is down. Begging.
Matthew is playing the advantage. Thomas.
They see a goal coming.
Thomas. Jackson takes it away. Jackson looks for, finds Mason. Sylvanus. Gives it away. Sylvanus gets it back. Sylvanus.
Holding. The referee didn't see that. That's a yellow card. He's been holding Sylvanus. That's a yellow card. He's going to get it. He's walking away. He's going to get it. Yellow card.
Yellow card for Carty.
But why he hold on to Sylvanus? I mean, he had the ball in some form of control. Why he holds Sylvanus?
When you hear about the enforcers, you would have thought that it was the enforcers who were holding who wanted to do an arrest, but it was the Uprising who wanted to arrest the enforcer.
The rest of the month we need an arrest. Please, we need an arrest.
It was he was trying to do a civilian arrest.
He'll need to do a citizen arrest.
Yeah.
He'll get along better.
There is going to be a substitution. It's going to be Fleming for the Uprising, who will be making way for...
I'm not seeing no coach on the enforcers bench. So they are pretty much on their own.
the number 12 in the person of Alexander.
Fresh legs.
Kian Andrew Alexander. So the coach is in goal
For the enforcers.
for the enforcers.
But guys don't
Not
know
seeing Johnson.
Shot at goal.
Shot. Heads going up. Ball is with Sylvanus. Loses
Why
out.
would he want to pass the ball on the wall? I mean, there's so much protection there.
The ball has gone away.
78 minutes.
Now it goes way over the side, and it's going to be it's a throw. Well, what we have noticed is that Masimba Bowen has moved into a more attacking role, and Mason has gone in central defense.
The enforcers will want to win tonight.
The enforcers will want to win, but can they? Will they? Game all open. We can get any decision still from this position.
Get any easier for them.
In the 78th minute of play, any decision is possible still.
I can't see it getting any easier for the enforcers because
Well,
the last
if
two games.
the enforcer can score from this set piece, and they can look to take it away.
Yeah, they got to meet the Ducks at some point. They got to meet.
Well, every time you sit in the commentator's box, you speak about the Ducks.
But they are a team.
Yes, you speak. I love the way you speak about your team because that's the most you can do about your team. Speak about them.
I think we all
Because
have.
the coach is not giving you any play.
I don't need any play.
So
I just want to win.
You give your team airtime. That's a wonderful way to do it.
Being as part of management, I don't need any play. I just need a win all the time. That's it.
So you're part of management.
Yes, I am.
Oh, so
a win.
good to know.
When I come out there, I come to support and a win. But if they fall short, I fill in the gap. Simple as that.
Fall short.
Yeah.
But because you're management, you're taking advantage of the players that are on the bench because you're getting playtime and there are players on the bench who have not seen the field since the tournament has started.
They don't come to practice. But listen here, we are a club that's very transparent, so don't get us wrong. Okay? We are here and we are looking, Ducks United is looking to win the championship since you want to have a conversation. And the 25th will be the chance that you can come. I wish that you don't commentate on that day, that you can sit back and relax and enjoy good football. What do you think?
Well, I would want to commentate the game that Lions play against Ducks.
25th.
That is the game that I really want to commentate.
25th.
And then I want to have a conversation with you.
After the game or?
Yes, after the
Before.
game.
Let's do it before.
No. After
before.
Well, you will have to do it before because you will get eaten by the Lions.
No, but I want to have a conversation
Here
with you
is
before. I will have
Alexander looking to find Richardson. Unable to. Richardson picks it up. He gives it to Alexander. Alexander holds it up. Sends Ryan gets it in his back. Masimba Bowen. A tussle there for the ball. Bowen wins.
Bowen is playing pretty well. He's very fit.
Yes, well, Bowen drops it wide. Oh, but can't control. Sanjay comes away with it. And he could have pulled it wider. Could have crossed it. He did neither of it. Ball with Matthew. Oh, good pass there. Jarvis. Runs out, runs into touch, and it's going to be throw-in, quickly taken by the enforcers. Brown will not get on the end of that one. Ashan has been taken out of that one. And so I'll tell you that that the West Indies are inching even closer with 145 on the board. The West Indies, they are forging back because the West Indies, they are mere 1 wicket away. Australia required another 19 runs to win. Sylvanus with the ball on the edge of the 18-yard area gives it to Monix Jr., who hits it wide high over the top. So West Indies defending 145. Australia is 126 for 9.
Wow.
So, and I'll tell you something else. That I didn't know that there was match fixing, and so I'm going to open an investigation into the Ducks game because at halftime somebody told me that the score is going to be 4-0. Woo! And at the end of the game, the score was 4-0. After the game, they are coming to tell me now they want their money. They didn't fix the game with me.
There was a bet.
They didn't fix the game with me.
So
I believe it was you.
No,
I believe it was you.
It wasn't
They got the commentators wrong.
It wasn't me.
They got the commentators
There was
wrong.
a lot of bets made on this game, but I was not involved.
Is that so? So if you know that, you have something to do with it.
No, I have nothing to do with it.
Well,
What I can say is...
good football. Here is Sanjay. This could be true. And he puts it wide, and the enforcers live to fight another day.
Let me just clarify something here. When the Dogs play the first half,
Here is Sanjay again. Ball chipped off the hand of the goalkeeper. Mason picks it up. Down the right flank he comes. Mason holds it up.
works a
Looking
lot
to get
with
around the man.
himself.
Gives it away. And the Duke picks it up. Tosses there for the ball. Goes into touch and it's going to be a throw in for. Well, neither the referee nor the lines know. His assistant knows. Well, it should be a throw-up ball. It should be a throw-up because the referee said enforcer's ball. Then he said uprising ball. None of them were sure whose ball, but it should be uprising ball. Throw taken by the enforcers. Sylvanus with the ball. Sylvanus looking to get around two men. Can't. It's Jarvis coming away with it. Jarvis. Good looking ball. The goalkeeper did a good job. Ensuring that Thomas didn't get past him. Well, I guess the enforcers can do anything because that was a foul.
Well, the referee sees different.
Bowen using the palm and ensuring that the player.
What I can tell you is the only chance the enforcers have is Sylvanus.
Well, they can't. It's not the only chance. They have 11 players on the field.
But he's the only attacker.
Alexander, Matthew,
He's the only one up top.
Carty,
They're killing time.
Jarvis, Alexander, foul. But couldn't they have played advantage? He had the ball. He was advancing.
Too dangerous. It's
You know,
too dangerous.
sometimes I question some of these
too
decisions. He
dangerous.
had the ball. They were playing. He could have played advantage, and he disallowed it.
But the
he
referee,
had the ball.
the referee don't want to decide the game. Okay.
Well.
Sometimes it's easier for the referee to just blow the whistle.
But he shouldn't. And on this occasion, he didn't need to blow the whistle. They had the ball. He was playing. He could have played advantage. Sylvanus dispossessed. It's surprising that he didn't go to ground.
Uprising is gonna enjoy the ending, man. They have more possession.
So, what I could tell you, enforcers, has to defend. A poor shot there. No harm done. And the player is down. Restarted. The referee is going to blow his whistle.
Not for long.
And
Player
there's
will
a
be fine.
player.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
That is Thomas, it seems. That's Thomas.
Tough cookie.
Gets back to his
Tough
feet.
guy.
So what I can safely tell you, Minette, without the captain of the West Indies team being unavailable, he was unavailable. I'm not sure why. I have not seen why he was unavailable, but what I can tell you, Puran was asked to captain the team, and I can tell you safely that the West Indies has won by 19 runs.
That's dangerous a while ago, man. Passing the ball back to the keeper with Sylvanus right there.
Well,
Oh, dangerous.
in the end,
Resulting in a corner kick.
it's going to be a corner kick to the enforcers.
The enforcer should apply more attack with that corner kick.
We are in the 87th minute of play.
You have nothing to lose. Attack.
And Bowens, the tall central defender, has
There's
come
more
up.
heads in there. Mason look very.
Yes, Mason would have picked up a knock, and so I will have taken the wind out of his sail a bit. It is going to be Sylvanus who's going to. Heads going up, cleared by Jarvis. And here comes Thomas. Thomas with the ball. Sanjay. Gives it away to Mason. Very easily, very tame. Here comes Mason, like a freight chain. Wrong. Ashan. Alexander. Thomas. Richardson. Richardson holds it up. Attempted ball there to Guns, not successful. Jackson with the ball, gives it to Duke. Duke to Sylvanus. Monix Jr. Sylvanus, to hit too hard. Ashan picks it up. Hodge. Jarvis. Jones hits it to Alexander. Sanjay. Lose out. Thomas. Wide.
Lucky, dangerous left footer.
So, minute, congratulations. The West Indies has won.
I knew they was going to win. I mean, after you give out the figures. I mean,
Australia has been bowled out for 127. Would you believe?
You need to find out if the women won their game also.
Pakistan went down by 8 wickets. West Indies losing some 2 wickets in chasing 121.
See the last? Wow, that's not good.
So, West Indies beating. West Indies winning in all winners row today. The female earlier over there in Antigua defeated Pakistan by 8 wickets, and the male defeated Australia in St. Lucia by 19 runs.
Day and night game.
So, West Indies in winners row.
How much minutes you anticipate for
Making some sort of redemption from what we saw in
Grenada.
Duke with the free kick. Ball served in off the head of Bowens. That's a team header. Not going to trouble the goalkeeper. In fact, it is the defenders who came out with the Duke. And the keeper saves it easily. Very, very easily.
That's a new keeper, eh?
Sanjay. Well, we are looking for some 4 or 5 minutes.
That's 3 minutes. We're looking at the sub first.
Extra time. We have not seen that board yet. We are going to have a substitution. And you see, and that's Matthew in down there. True.
Keeper for the Enforcers is playing very high.
And a player remains down. And substitution has been made. Well, it is a substitute, has been substituted. Well, that cannot be a good feeling. Mate, you could imagine that you go onto the field, you feel good that you're on the field, and then the coach say, "Man, you're playing nonsense. Get off my field."
Oh, that's a big
So
disappointment.
Denny Derrick, substituting the substitute in Richardson.
That's when you have a lot of options. So you're looking at what, 4 minutes overtime or 3
I
minutes?
told you 4 or 5 minutes. We are going to see 4 minutes. Gotta be 4 or 5. Board. We are into the 2nd minute, and we see it is 4.
You might see a goal.
Thomas 3-1. Derrick. Oh! Why did they substitute the substitute? Derrick.
Short.
Gums. Alexander. Can't keep it in play.
Move very late.
It's 2 goals to 1. 2 goals to 1 in favor of Uprising. Uprising scoring in the 35th and 60 and the 56th minute of play. Brown. Ball. Throw to Uprising. Carty. Alexander. Matthew comes over with it. Sandre gets around Mason. Thomas. Sandre. Shot saved. Brilliantly saved there.
By Denzel Crawford. That was great.
Coach coming up trump there for the enforcers. Jarvis Jones. Derek. Gums. Derek. Duke takes the ball away. Enforcers on the attack. Sylvanus. Looking for help. Not going to find any. Jones. Looking to come out with it. Thomas. Long searching ball. And that's the game. Done and dusted. Uprising coming away with a 2-1 victory over the Enforcers. And the Enforcers going down in 2 consecutive games. It was DFC who defeated them last time around, and now they have gone down to Uprising. Afterwards, from the man minute, we are going to take you back to Master Control.
Well, indeed, Millington, it was I would say a very good contest in the end. That the Uprising would take the edge 2-1. I must say that the Uprising look more like the promising team, more physically fit. Their youngsters, as the Enforcers, will have to go back to the drawing board and get their fitness levels up, and I'm sure that they can bounce back. But yes, indeed, it was a very good match, and the Uprising will have take the edge. As we search to see who's going to play tomorrow, Millington, you might have an idea who's going to play tomorrow. Just let the folks know.
Well, for sure, I can tell you, in the first encounter tomorrow at 4:30 in the PM, it's going to be Western Predators versus the Limers.
It's been a long time I haven't seen the Predators into action, so it will be welcome back. That's been
nice.
The
Predators have played some 5 or 6 games on the chat. They played like a freight train, fast. But they had a break. Now they're going to come back, and they're going to come back for the first time. Remember, the Lightners would have played before in this tournament, and so it has the advantage because they would have played and know what it is to play like a team again in competitive football, because it's one thing in training and it's another thing, a whole total different thing at game time. Well, the Limers are coming. They are going to have experience over the Western Predators, the new kids on the block, and one is looking forward for a good game between both, because they are two teams that are they run fast. The Limers, youngsters. What I have noticed with the Limers though, in the first game back, they played good football in the first half.
First half is better.
They went really flat in the second half. We will look and see how they go tomorrow. But Limers are taking on the Western Predators in the first game, and we are inviting you to be right here at the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. Until then, it was a pleasure. A service to you on behalf of the man Tony and the Minute Man. It is again the Angola Football League coming to you live from the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. We take you back to Master Control and ask you to rejoin us at 4:30 in the PM tomorrow, as we will have live coverage. Again, it is going to be the Limers taking on the Western Predators. Until then, this is your voice of choice taking you back to Master Control.